Malaysia is home to some of the most gorgeous islands on our blue planet, blessed with amazing sanctuaries of marine life.
Oh, there's a turtle. There.
There's just too much to see. If you blink, you lose the moment.
My passage takes me across an archipelago of legendary beauty. These waters are rich with incredible diversity, both above
She has a beautiful voice.
and below the surface.
Look at that. That's just amazing.
Exploring the living treasures of the sea,
Oh my gosh, look at it.
connecting with the colorful characters of the coast,
He's half fish, half man. Oh, high five, man.
with so many amazing experiences, this is an odyssey through paradise.
I'm Denise Keller, and this is my passage to Malaysia.
If you're looking for the idyllic picture of a paradise tropical island, you could not pick a better place to start than here, on the east coast of Peninsula Malaysia. Two unspoiled islands, Perhentian Kecil and Perhentian Besar, lie in pristine waters just over 20 kilometers off the northern coast of Terengganu. The Malay word Perhentian means place to stop. For centuries, these islands have served as the perfect stopover for fishermen and traders, sailing between Thailand and the Royal Malay States of the East Coast. Today, these islands are part of Terengganu's marine park, drawing scuba divers from all over the world. For many, the lure of Perhentian lasts much longer than a stopover. Ronnie first came here for a quick diving trip, but just couldn't bring himself to leave. Now, he's one of the best local dive instructors and knows all the stories behind what lies beneath.
We are at the sugar wreck, big steel wreck, and they are transporting sugar. There's a tugboat towing, supposed to tow to Singapore. Halfway they saw there's a leakage, so that's why they decided to anchor the wreck and then to let the wrecks settle here.
How long ago was that?
It was about 10 years ago. It's Christmas Eve.
Christmas
so it's
Eve?
the Perhentian's Christmas present.
Of course, all traces of sugar are long gone, and it probably wasn't the sweetest moment for its owners. But this 90-meter cargo vessel has now become one of Perhentian's most popular dive sites.
When you first jump in, you might see there's a piece of like big metal. Slowly when you're approaching, you're going to see like, well, there's only part of the wreck, and these wrecks are really, really big. So along the way when you cruise, it's never end. Just a big, long wreck.
Massive
wreck. You're going to see a lot of marine stuff. They would take this wreck as a shelter. There's like ponytail, yellow striped scarf, shells, oysters, everywhere.
Don't
it's like
touch them.
Seafood restaurants, but we don't touch them.
Throughout Malaysian waters, sunken ships like these have become divers' playgrounds filled with an amazing array of sea creatures. But though they have become sanctuaries for marine life, their dark caverns still evoke the feeling of swimming through underwater graveyards.
Do you find wrecks eerie?
Kind of. Because it's very quiet. And just like something sitting there and it's just really, really quiet. There's not much light. It just feels like in a movie.
Bit spooky.
Yeah, a bit spooky. But it's really nice, spooky feeling.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shipwrecks often have air pockets inside them. This one has evidence of some pretty reckless behavior, but the air trapped in here is extremely toxic, so they were lucky to make it out. Breaking the surface around this small archipelago are pinnacles that mark Perhentian's most popular dive spots.
Regulator. Okay, the other hand on the whip belt. There. 1, 2, 3, go.
Dropping down 20 meters beneath the rocky outcrops, and I'm taken through passages that reveal amazing underwater gardens. This is why Perhentian's premier dive sites carry such exotic names like Tokong Laut, Temple of the Sea.
You know what amazed me was that they were so close, they didn't really care that we were there until you stuck your hands out and went poof.
Yeah. They also use this as like a protection, like a shield. Our bubbles will irritate other like predator, so they also like to come close to us.
Yeah, at one point they kind of
they
surrounded
come-
us.
Having made countless dives here, Ronnie has come to know some of the locals very well, like this three-legged turtle who always sticks to one particular spot.
Does that turtle have a name? Since it's a resident turtle.
Some of them they call her tripod. There's only two flippers and one back there.
That's politically incorrect. She was adorable though.
Yeah, it's a female hawksbill turtle. Yeah, and she's very used to divers. Whenever you come close, she would just do her own stuff, eating like anemones. Turtles, they are very messy eater. So whatever they eat will be some leftover. So some russes or angelfish will come and just nip those leftover.
Yeah, it was
so it's going to be very busy sometimes.
a little buffet going on there.
Yes.
So they're the ones that are rapidly disappearing, right?
They're quite rapid.
Like the orangutan is to its rainforests, the turtle or penyu is the icon of Malaysia's islands. Today, the plight of the penyu is drawing a new wave of travelers. Voluntourism is the latest buzzword, and leading the charge are folks like Azimi, who runs a popular eco-holiday experience.
Oh, there's a turtle. There.
These turtles, they're really fast in the water.
So is that a green turtle or is it a hawksbill? You can't
green.
tell. That's green.
And do you usually take the volunteers out here to see turtles?
Yeah, because the volunteers themselves, not only do they help out with the turtle aspect, they also help out by having to practice what's called responsible snorkeling, meaning that you make sure they don't have a negative impact into the environment.
Most of Perhentian's beaches now have egg hatcheries. Both locals and visitors take turns looking after parts of the turtle conservation programs.
This hatchery itself is run by the Department of Fisheries. These are the egg collectors that come to plant the eggs. For the volunteers, they help out at the other beach. They patrol that beach and they make sure that the egg is protected. It's a kind of a volunteerism where they come to volunteering, but at the same time, they get to enjoy the time out here as well. You know, I mean, you look at the water right in front of us, it's really clear water.
This is just paradise here. It's stunning.
I wanted to do something that wasn't just lying on a beach, and so I just tapped into Google, volunteering and turtles, and up the eco tier project came. And actually I was only going to come for a week, and I changed my travel plans and came for a month, and then I'm going to come back as well because I love it so much.
Why wouldn't you?
Absolutely. I mean, with views like this and the chance to actually see the hatchlings and the female turtles come up to lay, it's such a glorious moment. It's very privileged to sit there and just watch.
With eco-travelers and locals coming together for a common cause, Perhentian offers a richer experience of island life. Voluntourism is really taking off here, satisfying a growing demand for holidays with a more rewarding sense of awareness.
And at the same time, these villagers, they become the ambassadors of Malaysia.
I like that. Ambassadors of Malaysia.
Yeah, ambassadors of the sea turtles.
Ambassadors of the sea.
Further into the night is when the rewards of these efforts reveal themselves.
Okay. I know you want to go and see. Hang on, Speedy Gonzalez.
Okay, back in the bucket. There you go. Rat race going on, isn't it?
Yeah, they've certainly got a lot of energy.
Local conservation programs are looking to double Trengganu sea turtle population by 2016.
Go, my little turtles!
In the dead of night, these hatchlings make their way out into the South China Sea. Like them, I also learned to ride the currents as they push me further through the islands of the East Coast. Coming up, my passage picks up the pace in Pahang.
This is so frustrating! Wow!
My island hopping adventure takes me south of Trengganu to the royal state of Pahang.
I'm just off the coast of Kuala Lumpur, South Pahang, and this is apparently the capital of sail fishing. Isn't that right, Alba? Yeah.
as a matter of fact.
How am I doing?
Laughing at me.
Bad anglers beware. The marine parks down the East Coast are patrolled by water cats. These super fast high-tech security vessels can hone in on the smallest poachers. Today, though, this one carries a very special guest who happens to be my host, Tunku Kamarul Zaman. Tunku Kamarul Zaman is the younger brother of the Sultan of Pahang. He makes it a point to check up on the state's maritime jewels.
Wow. Thank you. I promise I didn't do anything. I just saw like massive fish jumping out of the water there.
That is the sailfish. As you can see, we have a lot of boats doing fishing at the moment.
Yeah, but your boat is bigger than all those boats. Beats all of them. See, I caught those.
Oh yeah?
I caught those for you.
Okay.
Well, actually, Awal did most of the work. I caught the small little one. Break it down for me. What is the thrill of sail fishing?
Fighting with the fish, take pictures,
Release.
release back. Now I go diving. There I see the fish live.
Scored! Small one. Oh well.
This thing about releasing, of course, depends on catching. Now, how hard can this be in the sail fishing capital of the world?
Oh, we missed it.
Aww. You're kidding me.
Yeah.
You're kidding me. I got all excited for what?
That's it.
Ah! This is so frustrating.
I'm in the snapper.
What did we learn earlier on? Not to get too excited.
Yeah.
Tunku, sometimes you got luck and sometimes you don't, huh?
Yes, what to do?
What do you do? Well, where are you taking me next?
To Tillman, of course.
Full speed ahead.
Now, today I'm getting an exceptionally fast ride. But only 30 kilometers from mainland Pahang, Tioman is one of the most accessible Malaysian island destinations with plenty of ferries and flights. It's quite a big island with a legendary allure. For years, it's been a renowned movie location and is consistently ranked as one of the most beautiful islands in the South China Sea.
Just in the day in life of a royal family.
One of the best spots on the island is Berjaya Resort's Royal Suite, right on the top of the hill overlooking Tekek Bay.
Oh, the view is amazing here. No wonder you enjoy coming out here for family vacations, huh?
Beautiful.
Why would you want to go anywhere else? What's on the other side?
Of Renggis?
Yeah.
And
What do you see?
also the same thing. You can see the sharks, turtles, and a lot of fishes.
So that was your first dive here?
First dive for me in the early 90s. I saw everything there.
Since first learning to dive here, Tunku has developed a soft spot for one of Tioman's iconic sites, the tiny island of Renggis. It's now a favorite weekend getaway for the family. This is by far one of the most popular diving destinations in the region. But Pahang's royal family are trying to keep a careful balance between tourism and protection of the natural environment. Recently, they've been putting in artificial reef structures designed to cultivate more coral in the area. Regent's Reef put the first royal stamp on a list of marine conservation programs rolling out across the island. Way before tourism came to this island, local villages here have been living in sync with the seas. This is Kampung Juara, which means the village of champions.
Assalamualaikum. And this man is the head village. And this is the chieftain of the whole Tioman.
To thank them for championing conservation efforts, Tunku's family is hosting a Hari Raya open house, celebrating the end of the Muslim fasting month, Ramadan.
Here, you get $2. There you go, ringgit. There you go. You're a good boy today.
The local Malay fishing communities on these islands have weathered many seasons. They've learned to adapt to the changing winds, always open to the many gifts these seas bring them.
Before the monsoon season hits, this is what people do.
squid jigging, because it's squid time. You see all those lights out there? That's what they're doing. It's messy business, but it's fun too. Okay, oh, pull. Oh, there. Wow, wow, my gosh. Wow. I've never seen one so up close. So if you're ever stuck on an island and you've got nothing else to do, hang out with Bachik Gaffa and he'll get jiggy with you at the squids.
Sorry.
Sorry. No, I'm too excited.
On the southwest corner of the island is a sanctuary, perfectly placed to be at peace with the monsoon. Japamala is one of the top 10 ultra-boutique resorts in the world. Creating it has been a labor of love for Frederica Saro and Maple Lou.
Well, I come from a family that everybody's a captain in my family. 3 generations. They're all seafarers. The sea has always been sort of a family, yeah, very much.
One of the resort's signature features is its long jetty stretching out from the shelter of the cove, ever ready to welcome the changing winds.
The winds come from the north and from the south. We use opposite sides to dock. This way, the boats are not touching the jetty. They're actually gliding with the wind. When we first built this, and saying,
That crazy man.
what a silly white man, what is he doing? And then we put chairs and then decided to do a restaurant. It's like, and this one, first monsoon, gone.
That's it.
We are now 6 monsoons and we're still here, and now we start to see some other jetties.
Now they probably go panda lah masalah ni.
Building around the rugged rocky outcrops and thick jungle growth called for a very organic design process that Frederico enjoys.
I love how you kept the natural landscapes intact.
We've not cut a single tree. It's really about coexisting with the environment. The whole idea here is really to build around nature. If you see this walkway as well, everything sort of meanders around rocks and trees, trying to leave minimum impact. I want people to experience nature in a very bare sense. I didn't want to build partitions or walls around the rooms. And so even the position of the rooms is really done in such a way that nature creates that partition. The natural privacy.
Feel and vibe, yeah.
We build very slowly. We don't use any machinery. It's all hand built. It takes us up to 2 months just to bring materials up the hill to build a house.
Strenuous work, huh?
Very.
So this is one of the biggest rooms?
This is the biggest room. This is our latest room. So it features the new designs, a little bit more decadent than the others.
This is how I do my business. I stroke a rock patiently. This is the life. All very natural.
Just letting the natural growth of this paradise island shape the resort's design gives it a refreshing air of tranquility.
This place is all about a state of mind.
Correct.
So I'm pretty much there at that
get
state
there.
of mind, I get it.
It's really for people to come and get away from everyone.
Some serious relaxation, I must say. Some serious relaxation.
Indulgement with your partner.
Do nothing at all. Just absorb everything that's here.
Yeah. Any retirement plans?
Here.
I would retire here. Are you kidding me?
We'll count you in.
Thank you. Adopt
build
me.
you a
I'll be
little
your
hut.
yoga instructor.
Tioman and Perhentian have inspired me to explore the many other beautiful islands off the peninsula's east coast. But I'm now in the perfect state of mind to fly with the winds much further, to the easternmost tip of Malaysia. Next stop, Sabah. From the east coast of West Malaysia, my passage continues to the east of the east.
Sampurna is as far east as you can get in Malaysia. It means perfection, and it is the perfect gateway to the incredible marine parks off Sabah's east coast.
Now this really is paradise. Sitting in pristine waters between the Sulu and Celebes seas, these islands are within easy reach by short boat rides from Sampurna. One of the prized gems in these parts is the Tun Sakaran Marine Park. A protected zone of 100 square kilometers, This is the biggest marine park in Sabah, having the highest concentration of coral reefs in the country. The marine park encompasses 8 islands. This one, Bui Dolang, is a sanctuary for giant clams.
This marine park focuses on clam hatchery, right?
Yeah, one of the program is clam hatchery, and it's a local community-based project. It's the only marine park in Sabah where we have a local community living in.
Can you make it more beautiful? I mean, it's not my standard.
The Sabah Park's hatchery breeds all 7 species of giant clams found throughout Malaysia. What Nazrul, who runs the program, didn't tell me was just how lively the ones here can get.
Hello. Be nice to me, giant clam.
You didn't warn me about that.
You just spit the water. It's normal.
You didn't tell me I was going to get squirted.
It's a surprise for you.
You tricked me. And I thought I was going to trick you. All right. I guess I don't need to go swimming anymore.
Yeah.
This floating laboratory out in the middle of the sea is a cradle of marine life.
So we are preparing serotonin. It's a chemical to stimulate the clam so that they can release the eggs and the sperm. And then you're going to use the string so that we can bring it to our bootstop place. Yeah.
Syringe, inject it.
Yes, exactly.
Serious business here, huh?
But where the clam breeding program really comes to life is down here, in the crystal clear waters of the park.
So I'm in charge of the sperm bag and the egg bag. I don't know which one's worse. It's all written down here. So we'll see how much sperm I collect. And eggs, of course.
But creating life can be a careful clinical operation. Down among the coral colonies, park staff seek out the healthiest specimens and try to stimulate their contribution to growing their own kind. The breeding program aims to cultivate the strongest candidates to send out and populate the seas. The demand for giant clams as a delicacy is growing, so the hope is these efforts will provide a valuable source of livelihood for coastal communities.
It's a beautiful thing that they're doing down there, creating life. They're so tiny, and they become such giant clams. Magnificent.
Giant clams are not the only natural treasure being brought to life here. In the calm coves just south of Semporna, I meet Edward Kong, a second-generation pearl farmer who's found the perfect place to cultivate these jewels of the sea.
Why did you choose this place?
First thing is, this place is